Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Today we are preserving lots of rhubarb. If you're interested, you are welcome. I've got these recipes ready from my home preserving book, and what I have got there, the recipes I've chosen to use up all this lovely rhubarb are some Rhubarb Orange Jam on page 37, and the measurements are here in cups and litre. I would prefer gram or kilogram, but I can make this work. So I think I need about 8 litre chopped rhubarb, or that's about 20 something cups. So I can add it up like this one. This recipe's got 1 cup, and I've got all the other ingredients as well. But I've bought from the local farm shop, what I never really do, hardly ever, to buy something from outside to do my preservations. But I've done it this time. So our first preservation of the year, it's rhubarb. So we're gonna do Rhubarb Orange Jam. So the ingredients are 2 oranges, 5 cups rhubarb, 1 cup powdered fruit pectin, and 6 cups of granulated sugar. And the next recipe, what I've chosen, it's rhubarb red currant preserve. I couldn't find red currant from the farm shop, so this one's asked for 7.5 cups of finely chopped rhubarb, what is 1.8 litre. Asked for grated zest of 2 oranges, freshly squeezed orange juice, sugar. Asks for 2 cups of red currants and some ground nutmeg, so I might just need the red currant out. We'll see if we do that recipe. Next one is the Rhubarb Conserve 91 page. This one asks for rhubarb, water, orange, lemon, raisins, sugar, nutmeg, liquid pectin and walnut. Sounds good. Next one is rhubarb strawberry pie filling. Sounds delicious. So asks for apple, orange zest, orange juice, sliced rhubarb, sugar and strawberries. And the last recipe I've chosen is orange rhubarb chutney. It's got lots of ingredients, but I keep the book and on what pages down below, so you can check it out if you're interested. But yeah, that's gonna keep me busy for hours. So what I am doing first, I've just washed all these lovely rhubarb, and let's see if you've got 8 litre actually, first of all. So what I'm doing now, I'm just chopping now about 1 inch, and then what I'm going to do, I've got this 4 litre measuring jug, so if I can fill that twice, I've got enough to do all the recipes, and then I make a decision whether we do all. Also, I would like to weigh, so I know if you like it next time in grams as well. So I'm pretty confident that we're gonna have enough ends because I've got loads. So I've got all the ingredients now in front of us, and I'm just starting a new recipe book. I am writing down the ingredients in grams, so if I like this recipe, next time this is gonna be easier for me to work with. So we've got 600 grams of rhubarb, 57 grams pectin powder, 1 kilogram cane sugar and 2 oranges. Okay, I am now ready to start making this orange and rhubarb jam. So what I'm going to do first, I've just added a cup of orange juice, freshly squeezed orange juice, some peel of half a lemon. I'm going to add the pectin powder. The recipe says whisk it real well. It's a bit lumpy at the moment, so I hope that's not a problem. Add the rhubarb. I have decided to add some water, 1 cup for now, because now this was actually burning for me, so I really don't like it. Put this back. I'm actually thinking to add more water, but we'll see how it goes with 1 cup. I've got another cup there just in case, ready. Can you see it's burnt the bottom? I hope it's not going to affect this too much now. Now this looking so much better. I'm not sure if they missed out of that recipe the liquid or what, but this is now looking much better. I've added half a litre water to this orange and rhubarb jam. And now, at this point, I think I'm ready to add the sugar. It's a lot of sugar, 1 kilogram. Let's start with about half. We need to bring this up, a rolling boil. You can hear it now, the dishwasher is on with the jars. I've got 7 small jars ready in a dishwasher. And we're going to water bath can the jam. That's a lot of sugar. And I've put less than what the recipe asked for. The only one thing I've got to check the time, but it's hard to tell anyway because on this Og I don't know the temperature anyway, so but it now looking really good. So I'm gonna give another about half an hour and then I'm gonna remove the orange peel, and I have decided to blitz this rhubarb and then we're going to jar it and water bath can it for 10 minutes before we jump on to the next project. I am ready to fill the jars with the rhubarb orange. I have tasted and it's delicious. It's a little bit runnier, more than like a sauce, but it's okay. So I'm going to fill these jars. The jars are warm, in fact hot, just came out of the dishwasher, and I'm going to fill the top, leaving 1/4 inch headspace. Then we're going to remove the bubbles, wipe the rim, put the lid on, and as you can hear the water is now boiling behind us. I'm going to water bath can this for 10 minutes. And the next project is Rhubarb Conserve we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna grab 8 more small jars and start the dishwasher. First project is done, so we've got now the orange and rhubarb jam chilling. Let's do the next one. Dishwasher is on with the next load of 7 or 8 small jars. First of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add half a litre of water. Or maybe I don't add all. I add all, half a litre to the rhubarb, and we're going to add this to the pan. Put this on medium-high heat. Next, we're going to add the oranges right in. I've just added the lemon. So it's the water, rhubarb and the lemon. And to this I'm going to add 1 deciliter of lemon juice, 1 lemon juice. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg and the sugar. Give it a good stir and we're going to bring this up to a boil. I filled up with some extra water, a water bath canner, and that's on now again, waiting for the next load. Look how lovely this is looking, absolutely lovely colours. Perfect. That preserve now came up to a rolling boil. So at this point, I am ready to pour the pectin powder in. And give this a very good mix until the pectin powder dissolves completely for about a minute. And then we only got one more thing to add, chopped walnut. I've got about a cup there. I'm going to put this back to medium-high heat. The water is now boiling. Alan is cutting the grass. Okay, this is now thickening up nicely. The rhubarb nice and soft, oranges as well. So as soon as this comes back to a boil, I think we're ready to jar up. The water is boiling, I'm only waiting for the dishwasher to finish so we can fill the jars. I've just tried it. The orange is still a bit tough, but tastes quite nice. I'm just reading the recipe. It's very good with cheese tray. Also good on bread apparently. Although I slightly changed the recipe. Make sure you always stick to your recipe, friends, for safe preservation. So the Rhubarb Orange Jam, it's done. I gave a miss to the Rhubarb Red Currant Preserve because we had no red currant. So what we're doing at the moment is the Rhubarb Conserve. And because it's already 5 o'clock, I think I'm gonna do the rhubarb strawberry pie filling tomorrow. And the chutney, the orange rhubarb chutney as well. The chutney and the pie filling we're gonna do tomorrow. So we are just gonna finish off this today and we call it a day. Okay, I am ready to fill these jars now, so all the jars are lovely warm. And we go for 1/4 inch headspace again. This is gonna look so pretty because I've left them as they are, the rhubarb, little chunks and the oranges, and oops, just overfilled it, talking too much. So we're definitely gonna have to clean those rims. I think we might just gonna have sandwiches for tea because I've not had time to cook. And salami and some sandwich bread and cheese need to be used up anyway, and a little bit of a pie left. So they look good. It looks like we can easily fill all these jars. That water is now boiling like crazy there behind us. Well, I can't believe you're already preserving, friends. I like trying new recipes, although I like to stick to the ones I like, but it's always fun to try new recipes. See you tomorrow, friends. This sourdough sandwich bread, it's amazing. I've not had a radish since last spring. Yesterday I've been so busy working in the garden. It was absolutely glorious day, so I'm supposed to carry on my preservation with the rhubarb, but I'm going to do that today. I'll show you around what I've planted out. A few more jobs to do this evening as well, but today I'm gonna do the rhubarb and strawberry pie, and we're gonna make rhubarb chutney. So, but yeah, later today I am going to finish off planting out the potatoes. So we've got the Vitanoa, first early the purple potato, and then we've got the Castrol. The Castrol is a second early. So these two, I'll show you in a minute where they go, but let's go and have a look around first. So I've got a few things on the table in here. It was too hot for them and started to, when they kind of go these leggy, I know they're gonna go to seed. So I'm not sure if I've probably I have sowed the purple sprouting broccoli a little bit too early. I haven't got the right variety, but I'm gonna put this in the ground now and see what's happened. That might give us a summer crop, or might go to seed, or might give us a next year spring crop. We'll have to wait and see. But let's go to the tunnel. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's already warm in here. Also, I would like to take some breakfast in with me. So we're gonna harvest some, I'm gonna harvest some radish. This is the royal purple, I'm sure it is. Is it called royal purple? Yeah, royal purple radish, and I've got sparkler 3. So one is more on a, like a purpley side, another one is like a box standard radish size. It's pinky. But here, look! I am so chuffed, and they are honestly taste delicious. I am succession sowing radishes. So what I'm doing, I am just looking actually which one is ready. I've already sown 3 times the radish, about 3 weeks apart, so that would give me a constant supply of radish through the spring months, friends. Alan is not at home, so I only need really, probably this 3 is enough, because I would like to, but we've got both of the variety. I wanted to show you. Sparkler is the one what's got red and white and the bottom, and the purple is the royal purple. So what we're gonna harvest today, and I've only got this little plastic bag to put in, but that's okay. I'm gonna harvest some of the lettuces as well. So these are the lettuces actually I have planted out yesterday. So I cannot pronounce this one, but I try to focus so hopefully you can see the variety over there. And that's that one all along on the other side. The delicious crunchy leaves. So the way this is gonna have dirt on it, but never mind, I wash it off. The way I harvest lettuce, I'll take the outer leaves off. So yeah, that's perfect for me. And look how lovely the peas looking. I try to trellis them up there, so I'm just gonna have to help them a little bit. Well, these little tendrils in here, gonna get a hold of it later, and then hopefully they'll make their way up. But yeah, so I'm just gonna harvest these one what flopped to the ground, and that's it. So I'm just gonna leave it on here, and we go around, and I'm gonna collect it after. So I do harvest all of the lettuces literally the same way. So just go around the plant, and I just take a couple of leaves off. But I am gonna do this in a minute. Let's show you around. It's so nice to see when the crop is coming up. All 18 of the potatoes, now the first early rocket, it came up in this bed, look. Behind me, again, we've got an another arch of peas, and I've just sown some peas on the other side yesterday as well. So we put some dill in here. I've put spinach all along, and actually I've just sown some radishes yesterday, so that, can you see the seeds just right there? The radish seeds. And what I have done in these two beds, these are all volunteers. What you can see, I haven't sown none of these. The only thing I've sown a row over here, a Autumn King carrot, and I have done the same on the other side with a Nantes 5 variety just all along here, like that little trenches. But everything else it's volunteer. I'm thinking that some kind of squash over there. These three is gonna be the tomato beds, and this volunteer, I see a few. That's definitely a sunflower, that's some kind of squash as well. So yeah, so that's the tunnel. There's one more bed. I'm not sure if I've showed you that. I don't think so. No, because I've got flowers already on the peas in here. These were the first peas we've planted out. So this one has already got flowers on them. That's mean we're gonna have peas. What we can eat as sugar snap peas, or we can wait for pods with peas inside. But these mustard spinach looking really well, and these lettuces, we put these out quite a few weeks ago now. These weird looking mushrooms, what I'm not sure if they're edible or not, started growing in a couple of the beds as well. Right, quick sticks, let's go outside, and I'll have to really have a breakfast, do the pie filling. And I just spoke to my husband. We're gonna go back to the old house. I would like to dig up echinacea. I forgot to dig those up, so that's my chance to do it now. But yeah, these are the outside area. So what I have done all along now, all along the fence line, all along, literally all along, the four sides now nearly fully planted. I did show you this side already, but the pots you can see, that's where I'm gonna put those potatoes. I've just showed you the Vietnam and Castrol, first and secondarily. So because I've run out of beds, I'm going to sow them, well, put them in those pots, grow them in those pots. The parsnip, didn't come up. So what I have done, I did have some experimental parsnip and was growing in the grow room. So I have planted few out, and I think I'm gonna do the rest. I'm just gonna plant out. I've still got few of parsnip, but yeah, didn't come up. But all the rest are the onions were already here, but the Swiss chard all along, and then a Copacabana baby leaf. Lettuces I have planted out yesterday, some parsley on the other side, and an arcade baby leaf, and some rainbow beet as well. Over here I squeezed 2 rows of coriander. So we've got 2 rows of carrots, what they are nicely coming up. These little baby carrots, look. All these are carrots, so that's good. 3 rows of garlic, the soft neck variety, and the coriander all along this bed. This is turning out now a garden tour. But I've put some the Italian flat and Galactus onion out as well. And look how lovely the eucalyptus looking. And actually, what I'm really happy about, quite a few asparagus now appearing. So we might have a success of transplanting these asparagus grounds. And look, all the lovely gladioli is coming up. We've got coriander here as well. Gladioli is looking really well in here, and I've also seen a sign on the dahlias now coming back. So over here, that's my second succession of sowing the radishes. Those little teeny tiny things all along. Shallots are doing fantastic, and I have put the cottages kale along here yesterday. We've got a few rows of sanctuary onion as well. I need to find a home for this little bay leaf. Okay, I really haven't got much time now. I just quickly want to show you what I've done in the other side yesterday. I did work hard. I took out so much of plants from the grow room because these are my spring plants, and because of the hot weather I've made this decision to do. But look, so we've got more of that speckled trout, row of lettuces next to the garlic. In the middle here we've got an asparagus, and I have got quite a few asparagus now. I'm not sure if you can see it coming back. You know what, I've never thought that we might even gonna have an asparagus harvest, friends. But I've also put another row of the, is it called Jordan Ivory kale? Yeah, something like that. And in the other bed I have put some more bokol kale just on the side of the other side of the raised bed. So I just interplanted all sorts in here. So we've got beetroot, we've got the broad beans, peas as well, doing really well. This is supposed to be my broad bean and pea bed, but we've also got a row of dill. Okay, and over here I've planted loads all along. That's the other side of the fence, but we're gonna do that in the next garden tour, I think. So I'm going to pick some lettuces now and meet you in the kitchen, and let's start making a lovely rhubarb and strawberry pie filling. If I have got time, we're also gonna make a pie. Okay, just had the lovely breakfast. All was amazing. The lettuce, I had some leftovers with it, some cheese, homemade mayonnaise, lemon juice on the top. It was so good. Radish was the best. Right, ready to make the rhubarb and strawberry pie filling. The book I am using, the Ball's Complete Book of Home Preservation. So if you're interested, I can link the book down and on page, or if you're interested, let me know in the comment section. I can write out the recipe for you. So what I need to this recipe: rhubarb, strawberry, apple, orange and sugar. That's it. Yeah, apple, orange zest and orange juice, rhubarb, sugar and strawberries. So I've already had the rhubarb ready a couple of days ago. 2 days later we are. I'm just gonna wash and get the strawberries chopped. I'll do the same with the apple, and I'm just gonna sort out the zest, the orange, and juice it and measure out all the ingredients, and let's do this. I have now measured out all the ingredients for the rhubarb pie filling. So I like to work in grams, so I've measured this out and I weighed them in grams. So in today's recipe I doubled the recipe by the way, 750 grams of sugar. I halved it purely because that's what I got on hand. Halfway through I ran out of the organic caster sugar, so I've just put another half of organic unrefined caster sugar. 2 tablespoons of grated orange zest, 850 grams, about 4 apples, that's what I had. I would have maybe put a little bit more, 1 kilogram, but I haven't got that on hand today. Half a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, 2 kilograms of chopped rhubarb and 1.3 kilograms of halved strawberries. So this is my recipe. We're going to start, I'm using my enameled pan. Apple first, and lemon zest and lemon juice. Give this a good stir. Until the apple is nicely coated in the zest and the juice. Next we are going to add, and I can already see we need a bigger pan. So let me just grab a bigger pan, friends. And we are back in business. So, but I forgot to double this recipe, friends. So rhubarb next, and the sugar. These recipes, honestly, can you see that two different colored sugar I'm using, refined and unrefined organic caster sugar? It's not put any liquid down, friends. So I am already thinking adding a litre of water. Let's start with half a litre and give this a good mix. Make sure I put this down to my recipe as well. Let's see if we get away with half a litre, or we're gonna use the whole litre. Just added the strawberries. Now it's getting really mushy and watery, so now I've decided to add 1 cup of the thickener. And now in a boiling side of my agar. So I'm just waiting the strawberries to cook a bit, come back to a rolling boil, and we're ready to fill the jars. In the meantime, my water is now boiling. I have started the dishwasher again with the quart jars, and I am making a bread. I've started this yesterday, but I'm ready to put this in an oven now. I'm just adding the thickener now. Give it a good stir, and I think we're good. I'm going to water bath canister for 30 minutes. It's 11:30 now. I don't know what time I've started. I think 2 hours ago. And now I've not had a taste test. We're gonna have that in a minute together, but I'm sure this is gonna be amazing. It smells wonderful. Yeah, really nice. So I'm just going to fill these jars. Let's see how many quart jars we can fill. Ideally, I would like the wide mouth jars, but I haven't got enough. I might need to try to order some more this year. I have put another cup of the thickener because it wasn't thick enough. Actually, my husband just arrived home and we received my friend's lovely cake, so I don't need to make a pie. So all these can go to the pantry. And this is my first project this year, and it's a bit stressful, you know, this preserving, but I love it. I truly love preserving our food. And this is new to me, new recipe. I've never done this before. Usually I make apple pie filling, plum pie filling I've made last year. I think this is gonna make for us 5 quart, this recipe. The water is now boiling, rolling boiling. I'm using the 2-part canning jar. I washed it, and that's in here, ready to go. We're aiming to the 1/2 inch headspace. This one has got too much in it, so I'm gonna put next door a couple of tablespoons. The rest is looking good now. Let's have a taste test while we're here. Wow. This is so good. Wow. I love it. Okay. Wipe the rim. Put the rings on. Oh, it goes to the water, friends. so important. Make sure it's no particle, otherwise it will spoil our beautiful pie filling. Run through my finger, make sure the jar is not cracked and it's nothing on it. Perfect. Okay, so we've got 2 wide mouth jar and the rest regular. 3 we need. And we just do it fingertip tight. So not too tight but not too loose. Just, you know, fingertip. Oh, that's the bread. Take that out, have a look. Looking fantastic. Turn this off. Five quart, I know it fits perfectly in this water bath canner. And make sure water covers the top. The pie filling is ready. This is the rhubarb and orange marmalade I've made, and this is the jam. So now we've got 3 products waiting in here. I think we're going to leave the orange rhubarb chutney for another time. I have used up all the oranges, and then this video is now so long already. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending time with me on my very first preservation, couple of days in the year, and see you very soon. Bye friends!